Joker Folie à Deux is a fantastic sequel. All right, it's not like the original. All right, this movie picks up 2 years after the original movie. Arthur Fleck is frail. He's not speaking. He's in prison. He just wants to die. And he's going on trial to face the consequences of the murders he did in the first movie. And then everything changes for him when he meets a girl named Lee. Harley Quinn, that is, and the two have this infatuation with one another. She just is mesmerized by him and loves him unconditionally for the Joker that he is, and he has never felt this sense of love and support and glee in his life, and he wants to live. And we get to see that relationship blossom in the first act and a half, and then it becomes this courtroom drama that questions whether Arthur Fleck and Joker are two different people, and if he's not in the right state of mind when he did these murders. And we get to see the first movie from a different perspective of all these people who are testifying against him from their points of views. Oh, it's fantastic. All right, and let me tell you, the supporting cast, Catherine Keener as his lawyer, oh, she is great. When isn't she great? And then we have Steve Coogan as this Charlie Rose style guy who's interviewing him in prison and trying to push his buttons. And then the best supporting actor in this movie is Brendan Gleeson as this Arkham Asylum guard who has this love-hate relationship with Arthur. Oh, he's fantastic. And let's get to the point here. Gaga is fantastic as Harley Quinn. She's this very nuanced character. She's dark. She might be even more of a monster than Joker. And let's get to the main character here. Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck is just this lovable miscreant. And then we have Joker. He's this, fearsome, loving, animated baddie. Oh my goodness, these two are a match made in heaven. I loved when these two were together, and they were a tour de force. And let me tell you what I loved about this. This movie started off in a big bad way. It was like this animated short, kind of like a Looney Tunes cartoon with the Joker and his shadow, and it catches us up on what happened in the end of the last movie. And from start to finish, I loved this movie, all right? The end is kind of like a prequel to The Dark Knight Rises, and I loved it. All right, and I didn't really like the musical aspects. I get what they were doing. They were trying to kind of show us the minds of our psychopaths and show us the craziness in the beauty that goes on in their brains and take us out of the drab world that they live in. But I could have done without it. It could have made the movie a little more shorter and succinct and still have knocked my socks off. And let me tell you, the first movie I had mixed feelings on. It was a little drab. It was like pulling taffy, and it did have this filmic look that I loved. And we didn't get that in this movie. This movie was more poppy looking and more digital, which is fine. I don't know. I really dug this movie, and I saw it on IMAX, and it looks stellar. I think you should check it out, and I think you should also check out my movie review podcast. It's called Movie Toast. News and reviews, and we're available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.